morning, sports investors. You're listening to the Sports Advisors, the nation's #1 sports investment firm. I'm your host, three-time Las Vegas Sporting News handicapping champion. I'm Jerry Hendel. It is Super Bowl weekends, folks, and it's February 1st, and we are absolutely on fire on college basketball. I have 3 college basketball games today, absolutely free to all callers. I want to welcome all Hawaii listeners. Mahalo, it's our second week in Hawaii, and we're going to be on in Hawaii right up until March Madness is over for another couple of months. So welcome all our Hawaii listeners. But I'm going to give absolutely free today the winner of Ohio State, Wisconsin, Kansas State, West Virginia, and Southern Cal, Oregon. All right, that's 3-0, absolutely free. Even the phone call is free. Call us right now at 1-888-484-4626. That's 1-888-484-4626. The number, once again, I'll say it nice and slow. Write the number down, 1-888-484-4626. That's the number. Give us a call. I have 3 free winners for today: Ohio State, Wisconsin, Kansas State, West Virginia, and Southern Cal, Oregon. So give us a call right now and get some free winners. 888-484-4626 is the number. And don't forget, we got the Super Bowl going off tomorrow, but we got lots of basketball winners leading up to the Super Bowl. So give us a call today. Don't wait till tomorrow. 888-484-4626 is the number. If you've been listening to us for a long time, we're going to run a special this weekend. $99 for the weekend, and that includes our Super Bowl parlay, which we will guarantee against the rest of the basketball season. So again, if the Super Bowl game in total does not win, which we've won 5 straight years, we will give you the rest of the college basketball season for free. Again, $99 for the weekend, and we're guaranteeing the Super Bowl parlay. You could also come on board for a month for $199. That'll give you a month of basketball. It includes the Super Bowl parlay as well tomorrow. So again, just ask for the $99 special or the $199 special. And due to popular demand, we're going to hold over the $80,000 bankroll game. We're going to hold over the $1,000 minimum for one more week, but this will be it. So if you have $1,000 to play with and you want to turn that into $8,000 this weekend, use code 777 for the $80,000 bankroll games. Again, code 777, and that'll get you on the $80,000 bankroll games. But again, you want those games. Those are our best games. Last weekend, we hit all 3 $80,000 bankroll games. Iowa on Saturday, a 26-point winner over Northwestern. Creighton beats up Georgetown by 13. And then Bobby Edwards, underdog, big winner. Georgia Tech over NC State, +6. They lost in overtime by 2 points. Georgia Tech getting the job done. So there goes another 3-0. If you didn't get the $80,000 bankroll games last weekend, you should have called us. But give us a call this weekend. We're running the $1,000 special one more weekend. Again, the number is 888-484-4626. Give us a call. Bobby, Super Bowl weekend, what can I tell you? We've hit 5 straight years. And again, last weekend, one of your big underdog winners, almost outright, but they lost it. They lost it at the buzzer by 2. But they were getting 6 points, Georgia Tech, and they got the job done, losing in overtime by 2.
Without a doubt, Jerry. I mean, they were winning the whole game.
They were up by 11 with like 10 minutes left.
And then you just, you felt it. You saw it coming. They were up by 6, up by 4, up by 2. Down by 1, but went to overtime. They were getting 4.5,
6. Oh, 4.5.
Yeah, 4.5. So listen, it worked out. I mean, for those of you who have done some sports betting before, you have to realize that some of these winners you got to sweat a little. But for the most part, if you're coming on board with us, you're getting very good information, up to date information, weather, injuries, line movements. So there's a lot that's involved in people that come on board. It's not just us, breaking open the newspaper and trying to pick winners. We know that's not going to happen. That's what the average person does, and that's why they do, if they're lucky, 50%. We'd like to say, on a nightly basis, if we're going to play 365 days a year, we're going to be hanging around 60%. Obviously, our $80,000 bankroll games are a lot better than that. So, the Super Bowl is tomorrow, Jerry. We've been watching it, listening to it, information for the last 2 weeks. I think you and I have both decided we've had enough. And it's game time. So, tomorrow's a big day. It's the biggest betting event of the year, usually between legally, what do we think, 2 to 4 billion?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, it's a big number, not even counting between bookies and offshore accounts. You can double that. So everybody's going to have action on the Super Bowl. It should be a great one. Denver currently laying a couple of points. Not many. Usually the Super Bowl, the spreads are a little more than that. But, I think everyone's looking at Seattle's great defense versus Denver's great offense. And they think it's really the best of both worlds. So, we're going to be releasing our two-team parlay. And for those who don't understand that term, that's both teams have to win, but you get back 2.5, 2.6 for every dollar that you bet. So it is pretty worthwhile. And the odds makers, the casinos really, it's saying, hey, if you can win 2 games in one bet, we're going to give you a little extra. So call us for that. And again, basketball's in full swing. So if you're sitting there every night looking at an average of 20 games a night, and that's just an average. I mean, today there's probably, I don't know how many, 75 games today?
Probably, yeah, at least.
I mean, Saturday's a big day, but, Wednesday there's 50 games. So unlike football, college, that's basically Saturday with a couple of games sprinkled during the week. Basketball, every night, lots of opportunities. So, that's our job, is to sit here every night, look at these spreads, figure out where the public is going, figure out, how the teams are doing. Did they lose Saturday? Is this a big comeback game? Is there a revenge factor here? There's a lot of variables that go into these games. We wish it was as easy as looking at a point spread and saying, okay, that's the winner, let's put it out there. You're not paying us for that. You're paying for us to do a lot of legwork, a lot of homework, a lot of calls. And a lot of internet work where we didn't have this luxury. When Jerry and I got in this business in the mid-'80s, there really was no internet. It was a lot of phone calls, right?
Yeah.
A lot of even clients that lived across the country would fill us in on what's going on with their local schools, which still happens, which is still great information. But, now you can look up any school online and get as much information. It's almost like being there. But compiling all that information is not easy. And for those people who think they're going to be able to pull that off today and pick, something spectacular and put your hard-earned cash on it, I'd really rather you give us a call, 888-484-4626.
There you go. And again, the $80,000 bankroll games, I'm going to explain them one quick time. For those of you that don't know what they are, these are simply our best games. The $80,000 bankroll games are not games that we're guessing on. These are games that we know we're going to win. We get big time information on those games, okay? And let's say you were on the $80,000 bankroll games last weekend. You would have bet Iowa for $10,000. They're called the $80,000 bankroll games because initially you would start with $10,000. You would bet $10,000 on Iowa minus 10. They won by 26. So now your betting account would have $20,000 in it after you won that. And then Saturday night you would have put $20,000 on Creighton minus 11. They won by 13, so they won. So now you got $40,000, and then you would have $40,000 on Georgia Tech plus 6 over NC State. 40 would have became 80. So therefore you're turning $10,000 into $80,000 on 3 games. We're doing a $1,000 version of that this week. So if you have as little as $1,000 to play with, use code 777 when you call in. You'll speak directly to me, Bobby, or Joe, and we're the only ones that are handling the $80,000 bankroll games. Joe, Bobby, or me. So, give us a call. Use code 777 for the $80,000 bankroll games, and you'll get the best of the best games. But then again, you don't have to have a lot of money to do this. If you're a small player, ask for the $199 special for the month or the $99 special for this weekend. Either one of those specials includes the Super Bowl. And don't forget, you can go to the website where this radio show is posted. If you want to listen to the show in its entirety, go to www.jerrywins.com. That's www.jerrywins.com. Now, while you're there, if you're not somebody that wants to talk to one of us, you could get games on the website as well. You can sign up for the daily pick for $29.95. You get a pick a day for a month, and that could get you started. If you're a real small player, you bet $20 a game, $10 a game. You could buy a month of service for $29.95. Also, Sal has his guaranteed pick available. You go to the website, go to Pay If You Win with Sal. For $99, you get Sal's guaranteed pick. The game must win, or you get your money back at www.jerrywins.com. And as I said, the daily pick is up. You could buy a week with Jerry, a week with Bobby, a week with any of the handicappers there. And, for those of you that don't want to talk to somebody on the phone, you could do it that way. But the best service is always to call us because you're getting the latest up-to-date information. And if you're a big bettor, you need to really call us and get the games directly from us because then you're getting the latest up-to-date information. So again, 888-484-4626 is the number. And Bobby, last Saturday was a huge day. I mean, on the radio show, We usually run the radio show on Saturday, so it's always an important day. I mean, look at some of these games. George Washington winner, Providence winner, Virginia winner, Middle Tennessee State winner, Michigan over Michigan State winner, Creighton winner, and then Cal Poly was our only loser. We went 7-1 last Saturday. I was just looking at what we did last weekend. On top of the $80,000 bankroll games going 3-0, we went 7-1 overall. What a day!
Well, it's once I start stuttering and get the tongue in the mouth working, it's all about watching these teams now for how long? Since about mid-November.
Yeah.
So you got mid-November, mid-December, mid-January. You got a good 3 months now where we've watched these teams have played over 20 games now. So it's not like we've seen them play 5 times.
Right.
So now this is where we're in the meat and potatoes of college basketball, but yet nobody is really, the Super Bowl's here. So I think once the Super Bowl is over, and listen, we love football. It's, it's always the best as far as our business goes, but college basketball is a close second, and we are going to be doing a lot of basketball for the next couple of months.
Our customers make more money in college basketball because it's every night. I mean, you could build up a lot of money during the week on college basketball and then go after the book on the weekend. So it's every night. So anytime you got something every night, it's better for the gamble because you got more choices. You got more to choose from. The lines makers have more opportunities to screw up on making lines. I mean, today there's 75 to 100 games today. There's at least 4 or 5 bad lines that I'm looking at that the lines makers made mistakes on. When you just have 12 or 14 football games and they got all week to get the lines right, they got all week to adjust these lines, and they get them pretty much right on the football.
Yeah.
On basketball, they screw them up.
Right, and that's the luxury that we have because our job is to beat the bookmakers, beat the casinos, not the odds makers. I mean, the odds makers do their job. Our job is to figure out those games that the lines are way off. And there's always on every Saturday like today, there's always going to be at least 50 to 60% of these games where the lines, are not even close. You're going to have teams that are home favorites, laying 6 or 7. They're going to lose outright by 10.
Yeah.
You're going to see teams that are laying 20, that are going to lose by 5. You're going to have teams getting 10 that are going to win outright. You're going to have teams that are laying 2 that win by 30. So our job is to find those games, and that takes a lot of work and a lot of grinding out because there's a lot of schools, Jerry, you and I look at, we have to double check, every year there seems to be more Division I schools that you can bet. I mean, if you look at even the added games on Saturdays and even during the week, I mean, there's a lot of crazy little schools, the Cleveland States. I mean, what about Ivy League? Yeah. I mean, how many times even during the week, what did I tell you? I think it was last Sunday. Take a look at Harvard against Dartmouth. Harvard was laying what? 12? They won by 30. It was like a blowout. So, listen, I love Ivy League and Big East. No one's betting those. I mean, obviously Big East is a big, and there's some great Big East games. Seton Hall, Xavier, St. John's, Marquette, DePaul, Providence. So, I'm going to definitely have another great Big East game today. But again, folks, Super Bowl is tomorrow. Everybody wants to know who's been listening. Who the sports advisors are going to pick for the Super Bowl. 888-484-4626. We'll answer all your questions.
There you go. All right, we're going to take a break. But before we do, I want all listeners to pick up the phone. Give us a call right now. I have 3 free winners. You don't have to be a seasoned gambler to make money. If you never did this before, we'll walk you through it. It's really easy to get online and bet now. I mean, we don't take your bets here, but, there's a million online places. If you have a smartphone, an iPhone, an Android phone, you can do this. Give us a call. Let us make you some money. Again, the number is 888-484-4626. That's the number. Give us a call. We'll give you some free picks. We'll tell you how to do this. If we got women that never bet before that have done this, anybody could do this. Again, if you've never bet before, that means you don't have any bad habits and you'll probably make more money because you'll more than likely listen to us. We'll get into that in the next segment, but give us a call. Again, the number is 888-484-4626. That's the number. Give us a call. You're listening to the Sports Advisors, and we'll be right back. I'm Jerry Hendel of the Sports Advisors, the only 3-time winner of the Las Vegas Sporting News Handicapping Contest, and we are on fire here at the Sports Advisors. I want all listeners to give me a call right now. I have a game today that will not lose. You heard me right. It will not lose. If you're tired of losing and you want to make money, give me a call right now. I have a game that will not lose. My number is 1-888-484-4626. That's 1 1-888-484-4626. 1-888-484-4626. Give me a call. We're here all day. Operators are standing by. And as I said, I have a game that will not lose. You call me and get this game, I will guarantee this game against the rest of the season. This game must win, or I'll give you the rest of the season absolutely free. Give me a call for this winner right now. The number's 1-888-484-4626. 1-888-484-4626.
This is Bobby Edwards getting back to you from the Sports Advisors. Listen, if you're tired of losing and you want to start making money on sports betting, you should pick up the phone and dial my toll-free number, 888-484-4626. I have a 2-team underdog parlay going off tonight that will not lose. I'm putting the rest of my season up against this 2-team parlay. It's going to be 2 underdogs that you could hook up into a 2-team parlay, and you can make yourself some great money. You'll make 2.6 on every dollar that you bet. This is Bobby Edwards getting back to you from the Sports Advisors, 888-484-4626, and I'm plugging my huge 2-team parlay underdog that's coming up tonight. So again, call us absolutely toll-free, 888-484-4626. All right, and I'm guaranteeing this 2-team underdog parlay up against the whole season. Bobby Edwards from the Sports Advisors, 888-484-4626.
Once again, here are the Sports Advisors.
And we're back. You're listening to the Sports Advisors, the nation's #1 sports investment firm. In case you just joined us, I'm your host, 3-time Las Vegas Sporting News handicapping champion. I'm Jerry Hendel. I'm joined in the studio by Bobby Edwards. Bobby is our underdog king and Big E specialist. Bobby brought you another $80,000 bankroll winner last week with Georgia Tech, plus 5.5 over NC State. Georgia Tech almost beat him outright, lost by 2 in overtime. He's absolutely on fire with his underdog. But before we get to the show, I want all listeners to pick up the phone, give us a call right now. I have 3 free winners for today. All callers are going to get absolutely free. Ohio State, Wisconsin, Kansas State, West Virginia, and Southern Cal, Oregon. That's 3-0, absolutely free. Even the phone call is free. Call us right now at 1-888-484-4626. That's 1-888-484-4626 is the number. Once again, I'm going to say the number, and we're here all day today and tomorrow. It's Super Bowl weekend. We're camped out here. Again, the number is 1-888-484-4626. Call us right now for 3 free winners. As I said, Ohio State, Wisconsin, Kansas State, West Virginia, and Southern Cal, Oregon. Now, we got the Super Bowl parlay, so if you want the weekend and you're a small player, ask for the $99 special. For $99, we're going to give you the weekend, basketball and football. The Super Bowl parlay is guaranteed against the rest of the season. Just ask for the $99 special. And if you're a real small player and you just want a month of basketball, $199 for the month. That'll give you a month of basketball, and it'll give you the Super Bowl parlay as well. And as I said, either package that you buy, the Super Bowl parlay is guaranteed. I must go 2-0, or the rest of the season is free. So again, give us a call and take us up on that offer. The game will not lose. I've won the Super Bowl parlay 5 straight years, and tomorrow will be no different. So again, 888-484-4626. 3 college basketball winners for free. And as I said, the Super Bowl parlay, if you buy one of the packages, it's guaranteed against the rest of the season. Also, it's the last weekend for the $80,000 bankroll, $1,000 special. So if you have as little as $1,000 and you want to turn it into $8,000 by Monday, ask for the $80,000 bankroll games. Use code 777 when you call us at 888-484-4626. Bobby, the Super Bowl parlay, I just look back. We've won 5 straight years, not just the game, but the game and the over-under. The odds are 4-1 against going 2-0,
right.
And we went 8-0. So what are the odds for 8-0? No. Last 5 years, that's 10-0. 10-0. What are the odds? Like 100 to 1?
Oh boy, you know me. I failed elementary school algebra, but it's a big number. And the point is that most people are going to have enough trouble trying to decide whether to go with Denver or Seattle, let alone the over or the under, which is 47. Fairly low total, folks, considering that Denver scored a lot of points this year. I'm not sure they broke the NFL record for points scored in a year. Jerry, do we know that one? That stat?
I think close.
Yeah. Highest scoring offense in the league. Versus the best defense. So the odds makers say 47. It is a Super Bowl, so, we want to see points. Roger Goodell wants to see points. The god of the NFL, the godfather of the NFL wants to see a big scoring game because, people want to see scoring, I think. I don't know. I mean, I don't want to see some 10-7 game.
I'd rather see a defensive game.
But not 10-7, no.
6-3.
6-3?
Sure. That's
really?
That was when football was real.
Nah, nobody wants that. Come on, you're old school. But anyway, people want to see real football. They want to see touchdowns. They want to see Peyton Manning throw 400 yards and 4 touchdowns. And I guess there's people that want to see Seattle, keep them, in the 20s. So, but that's the big question. Is it going to go over and under? And does Denver cover or does Seattle cover? We're going to have those answers and many more as far as college basketball goes today for tomorrow. So $80,000 bankroll game today, tonight, tomorrow. And I think, Jerry, to be honest with you, we should throw the Super Bowl in as maybe the third game unless our basketball game is that good tomorrow. What do you think?
No, because I want to give the Super Bowl to everybody.
Okay.
I want to give the Super Bowl to everybody. That's why.
Otherwise, me down.
No, but I mean, if I do that, then I can't give the Super Bowl out to the $100 players, and because if it's an $80,000 bankroll game. Then I can't give it to the $100 players, so I don't want to do that either. I want to make the Super Bowl available to everybody.
All right,
but it could be as strong as an $80,000 bankroll game.
That's what I'm thinking. I mean, you're telling us 10-0 the last 5 years. That's pretty strong. That's 100%.
I'm putting my money where my mouth is. I'm guaranteeing the game against the rest of the season.
Oh,
so
that's a lot of money, too. There's a lot of college basketball and NBA involved in those promises, folks. So listen, we're not looking to give away a lot of service here. So we're going to win these games. You're going to win them if you call us. If you think, you've been listening to your friends and Stephen A. Smith and Mike Francesa and you think you got the winner, that's great. But you know what? It's a 50-50 shot. If you call us, I think it's more like 80-20. So 888-484-4626 is the number to call. Start thinking college basketball, folks. If you're not in it now, start thinking about it. Get on the phone today. Pick up and let's start making some money. Because college basketball, to be honest, you'll make more money in college basketball than you will football because of the amount of games there are, the amount of opportunities to make money. All right, so it's probably the difference between the stock market and the Dow and the NASDAQ. The Dow, there's what, 5,000 companies?
Yeah.
The NASDAQ is 500 or something like that. Obviously, I might not know a lot about the stock market, but I know when it comes to college basketball, just basketball in general starts from the end of October, NBA, to the middle of June. Football is 20 weeks, right? 22 weeks. So there's a lot of basketball, and you can listen. If you're all about making money, which this is what this show is, it's about making money. It's not about gambling. It's about making money. So that's what this is. This is an infomercial. It's an opportunity for people out there to make extra money. We're not saying quit your day job. This is not about some get-rich-quick scheme. Don't think you're going to sit around and make $10,000 a month and not have to work for a living. We're saying treat this like a part-time job, like a business, and let us make you like your stockbroker. I mean, you give your broker thousands of dollars and, you don't see it for a while. This, you see right away how much money you can make. I mean, you can make as much money in 1 month in a weekend of basketball than you can. The market's a long-term investment. Do the market. But if you want to make some fast cash, this is a great way to do it. And we've done it. We've made it. We've done this for a long time. We've had a lot of highs. We've had some lows. We don't win them all. But unless you get in this, you're not going to see it. You're not going to feel it. You're not going to give it a shot. 888-484-4626.
There you go. So give us a call. And also, folks, I mean, to get some extra money to bet these games, put your tax checks to work. You guys should be getting some of those rapid refunds, back in the mail. Put a couple grand into this, and I'll turn a couple of grand into $16,000 by Monday. Again, these $80,000 bankroll games are by far our best games. Those are the games that you want to be on. So again, put those tax checks to work. If you got some money coming back, let your money work for you. 888-484-4626. I mean, just people that call on the free picks this year have hit 66%. So if every 3 games that I give for free, 2 of them are winning. So just for calling us for free, you're going to make money. But, we're not looking for guys that want the freeload either. We're looking for you to come on board and make money with us. Let us show you what we could do for you. We're going to get Joe back on at the end of the show. Joe was on the show last week The guy started with $700, okay? You know what he's got in his account now, Bobby? $12,500.
Oh, my God.
I turned $700 into $12,500. He was dealing with one of my consultants downstairs. We fired the consultant for coming in drunk. All right, so I took over some of his clients, and Joe happened to land on my desk, and all he had was $700 in his betting account, and 2 weeks later now he's got $12,500 in his account. So it doesn't take a lot of money to get started. It just takes discipline and following us and doing what we say to do. And everything I told Joe I was going to do for him, I did. He was on the show last week. I turned $700 into $5,000. Now I turned $5,000 into $12,500. He bet $2,500 on one game last week, and then $5,000 on another game. So I made him another $7,500 last week. So we're going to get him back on at the end of the show. We'll see if we can get him on and tell a little bit about his story. But again, 888-484-4626 is the number. Give us a call. It's Super Bowl weekend. I haven't lost the Super Bowl in 5 years and the over-under. So that means I've gone 10-0 on over and unders in games. So again, give us a call and let me put my money where my mouth is. Let me make you some money. Bobby, I was just noticing too. I mean, I talked to a guy, and you got a guy too that you signed up that's an investment broker now, or he's some kind of a trader, day trader, options trader.
Options.
Here's the thing: when you give your stockbroker money, and he buys a stock for you, he gets paid when he buys that stock. He gets his commission. Then when you put in a sell item, he gets paid again. Whether you made money or lost money, he got paid on the way in and he got paid on the way out. We get paid based on winning. You're not going to pay us unless I win for you. You may pay me the first time, but you're never going to pay me again unless I produce for you. So basically, the more I make for you, the more you're going to pay me. So my interest is in line with the customer's interest. You know what I'm saying, Bobby?
Yes.
We benefit from the customer making money. So we're going to try our best because, like I said, their interest is the same as ours. We're interested in making you money.
Yeah, I mean, it's really not rocket science here, Jerry. I mean, we really want to win for people. I mean, we don't get any benefit if they lose a game or two games. It's not good for anybody. We lose, they lose. So, but on the flip side, when everybody wins and everybody's making money, it's a great thing because then the wheels keep turning. We can keep doing radio. We can keep functioning. We can keep getting good information on these games, and maybe our percentage goes up with the more people who come on board. Right. So that's not to talk about the X's and O's on the sports consulting business, but let's face it, winning helps. So for those of you out there that are tired of losing, and I'm in Vegas all the time, I see lots of people lose, and they shouldn't lose. Don't get us wrong. It's difficult to pick these games and to be successful at it and to win consistently. But there's no reason why you should sit there and try and do it on your own. Listen, I'm not a plumber. I'm not an electrician. When something goes wrong in those areas, I pay somebody to do it because that's their profession. Our profession is picking games against the spread better than most. So, again, you hear the show. We're on every week. Guys that are, that maybe have radio shows on or after, before or after us, you're not going to hear much from them anymore because they don't win enough to keep the doors open. They're just football guys. Honestly, we love basketball. We're big basketball guys, and we're big baseball guys. All right, and we'll be betting baseball come April. We'll shut it down in July, and then we'll be killing it again in August for preseason.
Yep.
888-484-4626. Give it a shot. You've been listening now. Couple $100 for a month. I mean, the prices are, I don't want to say insane, but you knew that was coming. Listen, the prices are affordable. Instead of blowing $200 on your own picks today, give us a shot for a month.
All right, we're going to take a break, but before we do, I want everybody to call us. Again, 3 free winners: Ohio State, Wisconsin, Kansas State, West Virginia, USC, Oregon. They're all free. All you got to do is call us. 888-484-4626 is the number. Give us a call. You want to try us out for the weekend, $99. The Super Bowl parlay is guaranteed, or you get the rest of the season. So, again, give us a call. Give us a try. 1-888-484-4626 is the number. You're listening to the Sports Advisors, and we'll be right back.
This is Bobby Edwards getting back to you from the Sports Advisors. Listen, if you're tired of losing and you want to start making money on sports betting, you should pick up the phone and dial my toll-free number, 888-484-4626. I have a 2-team underdog parlay going off tonight that will not lose. I'm putting the rest of of my season up against this two-team parlay. It's going to be two underdogs that you could hook up into a two-team parlay, and you can make yourself some great money. You'll make 2.6 on every dollar that you bet. This is Bobby Edwards getting back to you from the Sports Advisors, 888-484-4626, and I'm plugging my huge two-team parlay underdog that's coming up tonight. So again, call us absolutely toll-free, 888-484-4626. All right, and I'm guaranteeing this two-team underdog parlay up against the whole season. Bobby Edwards from the Sports Advisors, 888-484-4626.
Hi, folks. I'm Jerry Handel, the only three-time winner of the prestigious Las Vegas Sporting News Handicapping Championship. I want all listeners to go to my website right now. We have a great deal on the bowl games. You could sign up for the bowl game package for $199. You're going to get all the bowl games, and last year we were 21-9 on the bowl games. You could also listen to this radio show in its entirety, and also I have my guaranteed pick available. Go to Pay If You Win with Jerry at www.jerrywins.com.
Many have tried, but only one has ever accomplished it. And that was winning the Las Vegas Sporting News Handicapping Challenge 3 times. Not once, not twice, but 3 times. He is the only man that has ever done it. Here's Jerry Handel of the Sports Advisors. Call him for a free selection right now to prove how strong his information is. Call him at 888-484-4626. 888-484-4626. Jerry Handel, the only one.
And we're back. You're listening to the Sports Advisors, the nation's #1 sports investment firm. In case you just joined us, I'm your host, 3-time Las Vegas Sporting News Handicapping Champion. My name is Jerry Handel. I'm joined in the studio by Bobby Edwards. Bobby is our underdog king and Big E specialist. Bobby brought another big $80,000 bankroll winner last week with Georgia Tech plus 4.5 over NC State. They won the game in overtime. They actually lost by 2 but covered the spread. He's absolutely on fire now on his $80,000 bankroll. Underdogs winning 9 in a row in the last 6 weeks. So Bobby is absolutely on fire, and he's got another big underdog for today that will not lose on the $80,000 bankroll game. So again, give us a call and get on the $80,000 bankroll games, and I'll explain the $80,000 bankroll games in a little bit. Now, before we get to the show, I want all listeners to pick up the phone. Give us a call right now. Folks, it's February 1st. Tax checks will be coming out soon. You'll be coming into some extra money. Put that money to work for yourself. Instead of going out and buying a big screen TV for a couple $1,000, turn that $2,000 into $16,000 and buy a big screen TV for every room in your house. But give us a call. I have 3 free winners for today. All callers today are going to get the winner of Ohio State, Wisconsin, Kansas State, West Virginia, and Southern Cal, Oregon. All right? That's 3-0, absolutely free. Even the phone call is free. Call us right now on 1-888-484-4626. That's 1-888-484-G-MAN. That's 1-888-484-4626 is the number. Give us a call. As I said, I got 3 free winners. Everybody listening to the show now should be calling for their free 3 winners. Again, 888-484-4626 is the number. Now, if you've been listening to us for a long time and you're just a small player, or you just want to give us a try and get your feet wet, we got a couple of good specials. We got a $99 special for this weekend. All the specials include the Super Bowl, the game, and the total. So, again, we're going to guarantee the Super Bowl and the total against the rest of the basketball season. So we must win this parlay, or you get the rest of the season for free. So, again, give us a call. Ask for the $99 special for this weekend. 1-888-484-4626. 1-888-484-4626 is the number. We also got the $199 special for a month. So for $199 or $6 a day, you're going to get a month of service on basketball. Every night you're going to get our best game for $199. You got a month. Just ask for the $199 special or ask for the $99 special. And last but not least, we got the $80,000 bankroll games. Use code 777 for the $80,000 bankroll games. And this is the last week, absolutely last week, that we're going to do the $1,000 special. Next week it's going to go to $2,500. So if you got $1,000 to play with and you want to make 8 times your money this weekend, I'll turn 1,000 into 2 on the first game, 2 into 4 on the second game, 4 into 8 on the third game. Use code 777 for the $80,000 bankroll games. Again, the number is 888-484-4626. Now, also, you can go to the website where this radio show is posted in its entirety. Go to jerrywins.com. That's www.jerrywins.com. While you're there, we got the daily pick, $29.95 for a month. If you want to get a pick every day for a month and check us out, you can do it on the website, www.jerrywins.com. Bobby, a lot of people are looking at the Super Bowl, and right now the money is coming in 70% Denver, 30% Seattle, and it's coming in about the same on the over as opposed to the under. So right now the public is about 70-30 on Denver and the over. So that's the way the money is coming in right now. Will Denver and over come in? That's what the people got to call us to find out.
Well, that's been the magic question for the last 2 weeks. I mean, since and when you see the line the way it first opened up, Jerry, it opened up Seattle -1, 1.5, and then pretty quick it went, it shot to kind of 2.5, 2 the other way, Denver. That's a fairly big swing, but these lines always correct themselves. And generally the public leans towards favorites. That's why they're called favorites, because people favor them more than they do the underdog. So, but that line really hasn't moved that much. I really thought that line would have been 3 to 4 by now.
They don't want to get middled.
Right. And for those, folks out there that don't understand, the terminology of getting middled and parlays, there's a lot of, terms in the sports betting world that people just don't understand.
I'm going to explain it, though, while we're here. The reason the bookies don't want to move this line to 3.5 as opposed to 2.5 is because at 2.5, people could bet Denver, and then when the line goes to 3.5, they could bet Seattle. And they have a 1.5 where the bookie can get middled and lose both sides of the bet. If the game lands on 3, the bookie gets middled. The bookie loses the 2.5 minus, and he loses the plus 3.5. So the bookie loses both ways. That's why they don't want to move the line too much. That's what a middle is. And we can teach you how to shoot middles, too. When you call us, there's a lot to making money doing this. In middles, if you hit 1 out of 10 middles, you make money. I think you just got to hit 1 in 10 middles to make money. So, again, that's why the bookies aren't moving the line anymore. They don't want to go to 3 or 3.5 because then if the game lands on 3, they get middled. But that's basically it.
I'm not sure if I would explain it as good as Jerry just did, but I'm glad you took over the mic on that one. So, here we got college basketball today. A lot of action, obviously. A lot of people making money on college basketball, or at least trying to. So, if you're looking to make some money, try something different. Maybe you get a little tax money back and you want to put that to good use. Today's a great day to do it. We got the Super Bowl tomorrow. We're looking at 2-0 on that, the game and the total, the over and under, which you can bet. So for those people out there that don't understand the total, that's the combined score. Right now it's at 47. Weather permitting, I don't think it's going to move much. What's the weather going to be like tomorrow, Joe?
Probably 40 degrees. And
I don't know if it's going to be that warm, but
it's going to be in the mid-30s to 40s.
Yeah, so
it'll get colder at night, though, as the temperature goes down.
All right, well, the game starts at 6:30, so it's probably going to be in the high 20s, low 30s. And I'm not sure that's Peyton Manning weather. But, listen, they play in Denver. Everyone thinks, Denver plays in subtropical weather. It's Denver. They got a lot of snow there. Everybody says, Seattle's built for the cold. I don't know. I'm pretty sure everybody in Denver's built for cold weather. Maybe not Peyton Manning, but, we'll see. I mean, he's still pretty good at what he does. And they managed to win, a playoff game at home against New England, but it was a pretty balmy 45 that day.
Yeah.
So pick up the phone, folks, 888-484-4626, and let's start making money.
Yeah, and folks, these $80,000 bankroll games are our best games, and the reason that we push them is because it's our best product, and these games just very rarely lose. And what you're basically going to do is you're going to double your money 3 times and make 8 times your money on 3 games. Anyways, you would start off with, this weekend we're running the $1,000 special. So if you have $1,000 to bet with, you're going to bet $1,000 on a college basketball game this afternoon, and you're going to double your money. No question about it. This game is not going to lose. You get on board for the $80,000 bankroll games, you will go 3-0 this weekend. It's just a matter of how much you want to get started with. The more you start with, the more you'll make. Whatever you start with, you'll have 8 times your money by Monday. But again, you go $1,000 on the first game. After that game wins, now you got $2,000 in your account. The $1,000 that you won and the $1,000 you started with. Then you're going to go $2,000 on the second game to 4. And then tomorrow you're going to go 4-8 on a college basketball game. So before the Super Bowl even rolls around, you're going to turn 1,000 into 8,000. And then whatever you win on the Super Bowl is going to be all gravy. So again, if you want the $80,000 bankroll games, you're going to need to talk to me, Bobby, or Joe for those games. We're the only ones that handle it. When you call in, use code 777, and you'll be able to get on the $80,000 bankroll games. And again, folks, you don't have to be a huge player to get started with us. The guy Joe that you heard on the show last week started with $700. He started off with the $299 special we were running that week. He signed up for the month. He hit 3 out of 4 games, bet $100 on each game, and then I started talking to him, and I turned $700 into $12,500 in 3 weeks. He's hit 9 straight games now, and he just isn't losing. So, again, if you want to make money, give us a call. We have a package for everybody. If you're a small player, we got the $99 special. If you're a medium player, $199 for the month. And then, as I said, if you want to really make money and treat this like a business, we got the $80,000 bankroll games. And like I said, we got the $1,000 special. Normally, the minimum we get started with on those games is $2,500. But if you got as little as $1,000 and you want to turn it into $8,000, give us a call, and we'll do that for you. We'll definitely accommodate you. Bobby's games are on fire. My games are on fire. So, again, we'll go 3-0, and then whatever you make on the Super Bowl will be gravy. And, Bobby, we're like 10-0 on the last 5 years on Super Bowl picks, so we just don't lose.
Oh yeah, without a doubt, Jerry. I mean, the Super Bowl is, it's the biggest betting game of the year. So, we make sure we have our stuff in order. And, we've had 2 weeks to analyze the game. I mean, sometimes you overanalyze it, but, my opinion, who I think is going to win, we're going to let that out there. And, we talked about the Sports Illustrated jinx. You saw who was on the cover.
Yeah, Peyton Manning was
on the cover. If you don't know the jinx, if you're on the cover of the week of the Super Bowl, you tend not to win. But that doesn't mean we're going to go with Seattle. So to find out who we like, the experts, 888-484-4626.
All right. And Bobby, I was looking, too, on the top 20 on the college. You got Arizona ranked number 1, Syracuse 2. Last week, I'm noticing Michigan State's ranked 7th, and we went against them last week. We had Michigan over Michigan State +6. The whole world was betting Michigan State, and Michigan ended up beating them outright. And I'm looking at these games. A couple of these top 20 teams went down last week. We went with Iowa last week, was one of our $80,000 bankroll games. Iowa got the job done by 26. And Duke, we had Duke over Pittsburgh last week. Duke was a big winner outright over Pittsburgh.
Let me just tell you about
Duke. How was
Duke
Duke a 5-point underdog against Pittsburgh?
I don't, listen, Duke is quietly climbing themselves out of, they weren't even ranked to start the year. Then they were 18th. Now they're 17th.
Krzyzewski does some job with them.
I think they've won now 5 or 6 in a row. I mean, they're in the ACC, and I think they can, they can do a pretty good job. I mean, there's some good teams in the ACC, but, you get Mike Krzyzewski, say that 10 times fast, you get him going, who knows? I mean, they could be ranked in the top 10, but, by the end of February. I mean, they're going to need to really win, a couple of big games. But they got Syracuse, I believe today they got Syracuse.
Yeah,
so you want to talk about a big game. Syracuse is ranked, what, 2nd?
Yeah,
so
Syracuse is 2nd.
This is a big game for Duke. So, if they can pull off a victory against Syracuse in Cuse at the Carrier Dome, that, I tell you, that will put them in the top 10.
Yeah, there's some real good games today. You got Boston College, Notre Dame. That's always a good game. The battle of the Catholic schools. Marquette, St. John's, another battle of the Catholic schools. There's some big games today I'm looking at, and we got the Kansas State West Virginia game is one of our free picks. North Carolina State, North Carolina, that's always a rivalry, even though NC State ain't playing worth a darn.
Right. Arizona's playing California.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, California, they're up and down. They're okay, but
Texas A&M in Florida.
Yeah. So listen,
Kansas, Texas.
Here's the thing, Jerry. When you have Division I basketball and you have all these schools, I mean, look at all these colleges as opposed to college football, which, they don't have as many Division I football, people playing football that you can bet on. California alone probably has 30 schools, at least. All the UC Davises, UC, California, Santa Barbara, St. Mary's, California, Gonzaga, San Francisco, Cal State Fullerton, Long Beach State, California, Cal State Northridge. I mean, I think I've made my point. There's a lot of schools in California.
Yeah.
And thankfully we have people that help us with all these games in one state. Because let's face it, I'm in Vegas most of the time. You're in New York. California. It's a lot of schools to cover. But that's the advantage that we have, and that's why people pay us, because they know that we have a team of people that are helping us also do all this research. So again, 888-484-4626. We got some great deals. You want to come on board for the month? It's $199 for 30 days of service. So how does that start? Well, today's February 1st. You're going to get action from February 1st to March 1st for $200. You'll get about a game a day. Is that right? That's about what we average.
30 games.
Yeah, you'll get about 30 games. So
$6 a game.
Yeah. So in the last couple of months, we've been hitting about 66%, 20 out of 30, 20 wins, 10 losses, 10 net winners. If you're betting $200 a game, that's $2,000 you'll make for a $200 investment. That's pretty good money.
That is. And folks, if you've never bet before, if you have a smartphone or an Android or an iPhone or whatever, you could go online and get these games in. We'll walk you through it. It's really easy. You could start with $100 if you want. You could start with as much or as little as you want. Obviously, the more you start with, the more we could do for you. But give us a call. 888-484-4626 is the number. We'll be here all day today. It's Super Bowl weekend, and this is traditionally the biggest weekend of the year for betting. So, again, give us a call. Let us make you some money. 888-484-4626 is the number. We'll be right back. You're listening to the Sports Advisors. See you in a few. I'm Jerry Hendel of the Sports Advisors, the only three-time winner of the Las Vegas Sporting News Handicapping Contest. And we are on fire here at the Sports Advisors. I want all listeners to give me a call right now. I have a game today that will not lose. You heard me right. It will not lose. If you're tired of losing and you want to make money, give me a call right now. I have a game that will not lose. My number is 1-888-484-4626. That's 1-888-484-4626. 1-888-484-4626. Give me a call. We're here all day. Operators are standing by. And as I said, I have a game that will not lose. You call me and get this game, I will guarantee this game against the rest of the season. This game must win, or I'll give you the rest of the season absolutely free. Give me a call for this winner right now. The number is 1-888-484-4626. 1-888-484-4626.
This is Bobby Edwards getting back to you from the Sports Advisors. Listen, if you're tired of losing and you want to start making money on sports betting, you should pick up the phone and dial my toll-free number, 888-484-4626. I have a two-team underdog parlay going off tonight that will not lose. I'm putting the rest of my season up against this two-team parlay. It's going to be two underdogs that you could hook up into a two-team parlay, and you can make yourself some great money. You'll make 2.6 on every dollar that you bet. This is Bobby Edwards getting back to you from the Sports Advisors, 888-484-4626, and I'm plugging my huge two-team parlay underdog that's coming up tonight. So again, call us absolutely toll-free, 888-484-4626. All right, and I'm guaranteeing this two-team underdog parlay up against the whole season. Bobby Edwards from the Sports Advisors, 888-484-4626.
Once again, here are the Sports Advisors.
And we're back. You're listening to the Sports Advisors, the nation's #1 sports investment firm. In case you just joined us, I'm your host, three-time Las Vegas Sporting News handicapping champion. I'm Jerry Hendel. I'm joined in the studio by Bobby Edwards. Bobby is our underdog king and Big E specialist. Bobby brought a big winner last week on Georgia Tech, a nice five-point underdog against North Carolina State. They only lost the game by 2 points in overtime, had them by 11, but still got the job done and covered the spread. Bobby is on fire with his underdog winners, and he's got another big underdog winner for today. But before we get to the show, I want all listeners to pick up the phone and give us a call right now. I have 3 free winners for today. All callers are going to get the winner of Ohio State, Wisconsin, Kansas State, West Virginia, and Southern Cal, Oregon. For tomorrow, I just got a call during the break while we were on commercial. I got huge information on the Miami-New York Knicks game for today. So all the callers today are going to get that as a bonus game. So now you're going to get 4 games. But call us now because I'm only giving that game to the first 100 callers. The first 100 callers will get the winner of Miami at New York Knicks today. So again, give us a call right now for 4 free winners. 888-484-4626. 1-888-484-G-MAN. That's 888-484-4626. Operators are standing by. 888-484-4626 is the number. If you're a small player and you want to just get your feet wet, we got the $99 special for the weekend, which includes the Super Bowl and the over and under. We're guaranteeing 2-0 on the parlay on the Super Bowl, or you get the rest of the season free. And also for $199, we'll give you a month of service. $199 will cover you till March 1st on basketball, so you'll get a whole month of basketball for $199. That's $6 a day. If you're a small player, it's a great deal. Ask for the $199 special. And don't forget those $80,000 bankroll games. Use code 777, and this is the last week that you could use $1,000 as your starting point. So if you have $1,000 to play with, you want to turn that into $8,000, use code 777 when you call us, and you'll speak to me, Bobby, or Joe, and we will get you on the $80,000 bankroll games. Speaking of $80,000 bankroll games, we got Justin on the line. Justin has been a customer for about halfway through the season. I think he's been with us for 4 or 5 weeks now. Justin is absolutely on fire. Justin, can you hear me?
Hey, Jerry, what's going on?
Hey, Justin, thanks for taking time out of your busy day to call us. I know you're out in Vegas this weekend. How is Vegas for Super Bowl weekend? It's crazy out there, huh?
Yeah, it's unbelievable. It's a little ironic, too. But, I think we're doing really, really good right now.
Okay, so now you've won 10 straight games, right? You've been with us, 4 weeks, 5 weeks? How long you been with us for?
Yeah, going on 5 weeks now. Yeah, we've been, and we're 10 out of 10, which is, I'm still like, I'm in disbelief of this right now. This is amazing.
Okay, yeah, you started with a couple $1,000. You got on the $80,000 bankroll games. Now, last weekend, why don't you tell the folks what games you had? Because I'm sitting here telling them what games we had, and you tell them what games I gave you. You could tell them yourself.
All right. Well, we put 5 down on Iowa. 5Gs. We won by 26 points. That was a fun game.
That was Iowa over Northwestern last week. Let me just step in there because Iowa played Northwestern last week. I gave them 5,000 on Iowa. Iowa won 76 to 50 by 26 points. So you had 5,000 on Iowa, and then after Iowa won, what was your next game?
That was Creighton -11, won by 13 points. That was a hairy one. That game was a little...
It was close, but they still got the job done. And that was the closest one that you've had so far. Most of your games have been blowouts. So you had 10,000 on Creighton -11, and they won by 13 against Georgetown. And then what did you do on Sunday? Sunday
was a big day, 20 grand on Georgia Tech.
Okay, so he had Georgia Tech was plus 4.5 points. You had plus 4.5, and they only lost by 2 in overtime, and they got the job done. So now you went to Vegas with 5,000 and turned it into 40,000. What would you say to people that are listening to the show? What would you advise them to do today?
I think it speaks for itself, but if you have a few buckaroos laying around, why not give it a shot? I did, and I can't even believe what's happened in the last week.
All right, so so you've been with us for 4 weeks now, and you've won 10 straight games, and you're absolutely on fire. I think I've made you life-changing money now, right?
Yes, I would say so. Certainly.
You're going to quit your day job yet?
You never know. Like if this keeps going the way it's going. Hook me up, Jerry.
All right, there you go. All right, we're going to have another big winner for you today. Actually, 3 winners for you. So just give me a call after the show is over, and we'll get you rolling. We thank you for taking time out of your busy day and calling in. And, Justin, I'll call you in about 10 minutes. The show should be over, and I'll have another winner for you today. Thanks for calling in.
Yeah, thank you. All right, thanks, guys. Later.
All right, there you go. Man, a few words. I mean, here's a guy that signed up with us for 4 weeks ago, and he doesn't even know what it's like to lose yet. I mean, he hasn't even lost a game. He's 10-0 now on his big games.
Yeah, no, he's a man of few words, but plenty of winners, and that's the people that usually come on board with us, Sherry, are they're pretty regular guys. I mean, it's and that's great. They get themselves involved in something that gives them an opportunity to make money. It's very hands on. It's a daily relationship between us and the client. Unlike your broker, which you might talk to once a month when you get your statement. Your statement, and you're either screaming or you're happy. So. But it's this is all about an opportunity, for people to make some extra money. And some people can make a lot of money. It depends. It's like anything. It depends what you put into it.
Right.
I always tell people, if you're going to come to Vegas, you don't go to Vegas with $500. You're not going to make it out of the airport. So you're usually going to go to Vegas with at least probably the average is $1,000 or a couple of thousand.
Right.
So, we're not saying you need a couple thousand to do this with us, but, obviously the more money that you have, the better chance you have at getting rolling, and listen, we always hope to get out of the gate with 4 or 5 straight winners. But there are times when maybe you're 2-1 or whatever which is still pretty good. But you got to be able to hang in there. So we tell people, listen, you want to make some real money? Call us up 888-484-4626, and we have some great opportunities. I mean, a couple of $100, you get 30 days of service, and I'm excited about the Super Bowl. And let's face it, everybody's betting the Super Bowl tomorrow.
Exactly. The Super Bowl is the highest bet game of the year. There's going to be billions of dollars bet on this game tomorrow, and we are guaranteeing the parlay. So when you come on board with us today, when we give you the Super Bowl, the game and the total, we're guaranteeing we're going to hit both ends of the parlay, or you're going to get the rest of the college basketball season for free. So, I don't give anything away, Bobby. I don't give a ham sandwich away. So nobody's going to get the season because I'm going to hit the game and the over and under. But take me up on my offer. Let me put my money where my mouth is. Give us a call, sign up for any package, and I will guarantee I go 2-0 on the Super Bowl and the over-under, or you'll get, like I said, the rest of the college basketball season is free. 888-484-4626 is the number. Bobby is hitting his underdogs like crazy. Bobby, in the last 5 weeks, you've hit 5 straight underdogs on the $80,000 bankroll games, and a lot of them have been outright. Most of your underdogs have been winning outright. Georgia Tech didn't win outright, but they were plus 4.5. They should have. They were up by 11 points with 5 minutes left, and they still ended up covering the spread, though.
Yeah, they made it way more interesting than it should have been. But, that's one game out of many. There's a lot of games during the week, that work out pretty well. So, the NBA's been pretty good. We play a lot of games. So, listen, if you love the NBA, I love picking NBA games, so college basketball, folks, for the next 2 months is going to be the mainstay. So if you like your college basketball, and we know, thousands of people are betting, millions of people bet college basketball, but, it's a great sport. There's great opportunities. And again, tomorrow's the Super Bowl, folks. So you're going to bet the game. Don't lose. Call us. We've hit 10 years. What is it? 5 years in a row. We've gone 2-0.
Yeah, it's 10-0.
That's 10-0. That's the game and the total. It's a great 2-team parlay. We'll have it. So, I'm sure tomorrow we're going to be very confident of our pick. 888-484-4626.
All right, we're going to wrap up the show, but before we do, I want to go over the $80,000 bankroll games because those are our best games. Folks, this is the last time to get in for $1,000. So if you have $1,000 to play with, I'll turn it into $8,000. If you have $2,000, I'll turn it into $16,000. If you have $10,000 to play with, I'll turn it into $80,000 this weekend. Again, use code 777 to get on the $80,000 bankroll games. They're our best games. They're the games that we got the big information on. We've hit 10 straight on these games now. Justin, you just heard him on the show. He's hit 10 straight games. I got Joe, our guy from Canada. Started with $700. He's now got $12,500. We tried to get him on the show, but we couldn't get him on the phone during the break, so there was an issue with the machine. But again, give us a call. Let us make you some money. 888-484-4626 is the number. Give us a call. That concludes the show. But before we go, I want all listeners to pick up the phone and give us a call. I got 3 free winners for all callers. Now, folks, just for calling, you're going to get 3 free winners. I'm going to hit at least 2 out of 3 on these free games. You're going to get the winner of Ohio State, Wisconsin, Kansas State, West Virginia, and Southern Cal, Oregon. We also got, for the first 100 callers, you're going to get the winner of the Heat Knicks today. So that's a 4th game. But you got to call us now. If you're one of the first 100 callers, you're going to get a 4th game free. 888-484-4626 is the number. 888-484-4626. 1-888-484-G-MAN is the number. Give us a call for 4 free winners. If you want the $99 special, ask for it. This weekend, $99. It includes the Super Bowl and the over-under. If you want the month, $199 for the month. If you're a small player, that's a great package for you. $199 for a month of basketball. You'll have from now till March 1st for $199, and I'll still give you the same guarantee. The game and the over-under must both hit, or you'll get the rest of the college basketball season at no additional charge. For $199, I'll work the rest of the season if we don't go 2-0 this weekend. Again, that's a great deal. 888-484-4626 is the number. And, of course, code 777 for the $80,000 bankroll games. If you want to turn 1,000 into 8,000, use code 777. It's the last weekend. Next weekend, you're going to have to come in with $2,500 to get on the $80,000 bankroll games. Again, code 777. The phone number is 1-888-484-4626. 1-888-484-G-Man. Give us a call. Let us make you some money. Operators are standing by. Everybody have a nice Super Bowl weekend. Be safe. Don't drive drunk. And we'll see you back here, same time, same channel next week. Have a winning weekend.